Early astrologers knew it took 12 lunar cycles, or months as we know now, for the sun to return to its original position.
They identified 12 constellations that they observed were linked to the progression of the seasons and assigned them names of certain animals and mythical figures. Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn.
Durante su reciente viaje a Córdoba, Misusa les enseñó a los chicos las distintas constelaciones en el cielo y ellos se fascinaron con la astrología. La astrología divide el zodíaco en los 4 elementos: fuego, tierra, aire y agua. Muchas personas piensan que nuestras personalidades se forman según la posición del Sol, la Luna y los planetas respecto al día en que nacemos.
Aquarius kids are discoverers and openers of the world's eyes. St. George's College North and the PYP both aim to develop inquisitive minds and a global perspective, which is certainly true of every one of you.
La exhibición es el perfecto ejemplo de cómo empezamos con una pregunta muy amplia y luego cada uno de ustedes siguieron sus propios intereses en descubrir nuevos conocimientos. Desde el maltrato animal hasta la violencia de género, para nombrar solo algunos de los variados temas investigados. Todos sobresalieron las distintas habilidades necesarias a la hora de explorar nueva información, como ser curiosos e intrépidos.
Pisces kids are the writers of wrongs.
Many of you have known each other for the majority of your lives and know the unique personalities of your friends inside out. You immediately know why a companion might be upset and are sensitive to their feelings. If a friend has been mistreated, then you always solicitously fight their corner until justice has been served.
Aries kids are the world's problem solvers. Una más, José, por favor. Gracias.
Ustedes chicos tienen una habilidad excepcional para pensar por fuera de las estructuras, mostrando mentalidad abierta y viendo los problemas como oportunidades para crecer. Cuando la tecnología no estuvo de su parte y se presentaron dificultades, sus soluciones ingeniosas resolvieron los problemas rápidamente. Aunque pudieron darse situaciones en las que no fue fácil llegar a puntos de acuerdo, es muy importante que puedan tener siempre en cuenta la importancia de compartir y aceptar las diferencias.
Taurus kids can be counted on through thick and thin.
There is an exceptionally strong bond between each of every one of you that unites you as friends. These connections run deep, and despite some brief fallings out, you children always reliably know you can count on the solid support of your friends.
Gemini kids are true shapeshifters.
Hay una línea muy delgada que separa la risa y el dolor, la comedia y la tragedia, el humor y la burla. Sin embargo, la clave para sobrellevar las situaciones difíciles son la felicidad y la diversión. Cuando la tormenta los azotó en Córdoba, el sonido de las risas pudieron calmar los nervios de los amigos ansiosos.
You share a lot of the pioneers of this world whose curiosity led them to face new challenges. You all see the potential to push boundaries and break records.
Cancer kids are the dreamer of dreams.
Imagination is something you all have in abundance, whether writing a creative story, acting in a drama activity, designing some beautiful art, composing sensational music, the Miss Susan, or when playing outside during break. Our advice is to keep this mystical sparkle in your eyes and to think big. Imagination can change the world because new ideas can change the world, and it takes imagination to have a new idea.
Leo kids are the natural rulers of the world.
The end of the school year is very busy with inter-house singing, football, and the competition of bands. It is amazing to see how all of you have developed into independent children who confidently organize the choreography, song selection and team management without the need for adult assistance. Loyalty to all members of your house shows your noble spirit.
Virgo kids are the healing hands of the world.
As some of you receive awards at the end of the academic year, it is wonderful to see how pleased you all are when with your friends' personal achievements. Whether it be musical, artistic, sporting, or academic success, there is a communal sense of pride when a member of our special year group excels.
Los chicos de Libra ayudan a mantener este mundo en equilibrio.
The exhibition was a chance for you all to demonstrate your desire for a fair world full of equality and peace. You are the future of Argentina, South America, and the entire global community. It is with pleasure that us teachers know the world is in safe hands with attentive thinkers who will look after the planet and all its inhabitants.
Scorpio kids are the warriors of truth and justice.
Como chicos que nacieron en el siglo XXI, donde la libertad, felicidad y paz son primordiales lecciones que aprendimos del pasado, haber escuchado discusiones en clase sobre las injusticias a través de la historia fue muy inspirador.
You have an intense sense of fairness and what is right and wrong.
Sagittarius kids are the sunshine of the world.
El colegio puede llegar a ser agotador y por ello es de suma importancia encontrar una manera de balancear el estudio y el descanso. Tuvieron una excelente actitud en clase al concentrarse, pero cuando tocaba el timbre y era la hora del recreo, empezaba la fiesta. Ya fuera bailar, cantar o jugar, practicar algún deporte en el campus, ustedes sí que sabían cómo pasarlo lo mejor posible. Llenos de energía, sonrientes, riendo. Es maravilloso verlos disfrutar en todo momento. Los chicos de Capricornio son los protectores del mundo.
The earth, humans, whales, rocks, and even the stars are made of vibration and light. There is a strong sense within you children to look after our environment, but also to care for those less fortunate than us. This empathetic nature is in every one of you, and together you have been changing the lives of all of these planet's creatures, whether it is through caring for birds nesting on the fields or bringing in food and toys for members of our close community.
All these positive attributes correspond with each and every one of you. We hope you continue to be the change you want to see in the world. Good luck in secondary school, and please do not be strangers. You're welcome back for a chat at any time, and our door is always open. Ciao.